and welcome to Besterday, where nostalgia reigns supreme. I'm Bianca, and I'm the ultimate 90s baby. I know I took a little break, but now I'm back, and I'm ready to get things started. But before we get to what we're going to talk about today, I have a special guest co-host, and this is her first time on Besterday. I'm excited for her to be here, and her name is...
I'm Shanae Curry.
Shanae.
Woo.
Yeah, mind you, I sing a lot on this podcast, so if you hear me like going off, it's just
I welcome
the
it.
readers are they're used to this.
I
Yeah.
might join in too. Then we're just gonna make it a party.
Nice. So just let people know who you are about. I mean, if you're on Twitter, you know who Shanae is. Like you're like, I see you like everywhere. You're like all the cool events, and like
Aw.
you're doing good things out here.
Thank
so.
you. I'm trying. Well, for those who don't know, I'm a event series host. I have my own event series called On the Rocks, which is a themed happy hour. Among the in-house, and I used to do a ladies' night. I'm a hot new hip hop correspondent, which I just started recently, and it's going pretty good. And just cultural curator, do a little bit of everything here and there.
A little bit of that.
Yeah.
And
I also have my website, ShanaeCurry.com,
There you
and
go.
my merch. So go check that out.
yeah, I'll put all her info in the description bar so you guys can check that out.
Yes.
Yeah. So, guys, as you know, Besterday is a podcast where we reminisce on the songs that had your heart, the movies that made you laugh, and everything pop culture from the 80s to the early aughts. So think Baby Bottle Pops, Game Boy Color. I think it was some other.
What else?
Oh yeah, Hungry
Beanie
Hipper.
Babies.
Yeah.
I had so many Beanie Babies.
Oh my god, I had literally. I think I was like 6 years old. My parents, they gave me like a hammock full of Beanie Babies.
Shit.
And I wish I kept them because I could have sold them on eBay and made so much
Yes.
money.
Me too. I took the before I realized how important they were going to be, I took all the tags off. So
Yeah.
once we realized, it was like, you should have kept the tags. I'm like,
So frustrating.
But of course I still have them because, Caribbean parents are
They keep
hoarders and keep
oh my
everything.
God. Grandma, I hope you're listening because you need to know.
Like the other day I found I had baby door knockers. Why? Like
Oh, that's
why?
that's kinda
And I
cute,
still
though.
have them.
That's
Like
kind of cute. You could pass them if you have a
Hell
daughter.
yeah.
You could pass it on.
I'm hoping I have one just
Yeah.
for that. Like my baby would be so ignorant with door knockers
That's
and
so
a nameplate
cute.
from birth.
Yes, keep the tradition going.
Of course.
So guys, as you know, make sure to hashtag Besterday on Twitter and Instagram and wherever your heart desires. Rate us on iTunes. Give us those pretty little stars. Follow myself, Bianca and Rogue, on Twitter. And Shanae, what's your Twitter handle?
You can follow me at Shanae Curry. Shanae Curry, ShenaeCurry.
There you go. All right, let's kick it off with This Week in History. All right, so on May 14th, 1998, Celebrity Deathmatch premiered on MTV. That was my show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when I used to work for Idolater, I created a list of the best celebrity death matches of all time because I was obsessed with that show.
I don't really
Yeah.
it wasn't really a thing for me. I think it was one of those shows where my mom was just like, you can't watch this.
Okay. I mean, it was very explicit for
Yeah,
a
of
child to
course.
watch, but I used to love wrestling when I was a kid, so I think
yeah,
that's
I'd watch
why.
wrestling.
Yeah, that fed into it.
I definitely had cousins who watched it though. It was
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah, it was pretty intense. I mean, I shouldn't have been watching it at that age, but whatevs. Next up, on May 16th, 1966, Janet Jackson was born. She celebrated her 51st birthday. Happy birthday, Janet. On May 15, 2001, the final Friends episode aired on NBC. I don't care about this show, but I know a lot of you guys do.
love Friends.
So
Oh my god.
I can't get into it.
I
It is
actually
very beige, and I just can't do it. But
I actually didn't like it when I was younger,
Yeah.
but I binged it last year, I think. It was whenever I was in school I was watching it. So year before
Mhm.
last. And it's just I was addicted. I'd come home, yes, I'd watch it late at night. I'd dedicate the whole day. It's just so
Yeah.
I love dry humor too, so it worked.
okay.
And it's just so corny and I liked it. And the last episode,
yeah, it's called the one with Monica and Chandler's wedding. But I think Friends is on Netflix. I mean, a lot of people tell me to watch it, but I don't know if I could get into it. But I'll give it a try. I'll see. Next up,
should.
yeah, May 17th, 2000, the final episode of Beverly Hills 90210 aired. On May 17th, 2008, which coincides with what we're talking about today, Ashley Simpson married Pete Wentz. And they're only together for 3 years, and they got
I
divorced.
remember all of this too.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not like it was that much long ago, but like.
But it feels like, I mean, it was almost 10 years ago, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy to think of. I remember
Yeah.
the last 90210 episode actually, because I remember it because I was at my old house and it was right before my brother was born.
Yeah.
So I remember my mom having it on and she was like doing my hair or something. So I remember that, but I didn't watch it or anything.
Yeah, I didn't watch the original show. I watched like the reboot that came on
Mm-hmm.
with like Mac Wiles and
With Mac
everyone.
Wiles.
Yeah, but
I tried to watch that on Netflix too. But then my subscription got canceled and then I started using someone
Ooh.
else's and I forgot where I was, so
Yeah.
I gave up. Sorry,
Yeah.
Mac.
All right, next up on May 17th, 2012, Donna Summer passed away at 63.
R.I.P.
Yeah, rest in peace, Donna. And May 19th, a lot of things happened this week. May 19th, 2009, Glee premiered on Fox.
I couldn't get into Glee.
Really? I remember where I was. I was a not a sophomore, I was a freshman in Northeastern University in Boston. Shout out to the Huskies. And we sat around our dorm room, and we turned the TV, the big screen, and we all watched Glee for the first time. Yeah, it was an event. We had snacks and everything.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a musical. I don't know.
Really?
I'm not really into musicals in the first place.
We're gonna talk about a lot of
it is.
musicals. So.
It depends on who it is, though. But I was like, I can't do a whole sitcom.
Yeah.
No, I
The
can't.
first 2 seasons were bomb, but then after a while, it just started to be too soap opera-y. So
Yeah.
But yeah, it kind of faded away. But it was a good show in its peak. Speaking of
Glee.
classic shows, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air came to an end on NBC on May 20th, 1996.
My heart broke.
Yeah, man. So many classics.
Fresh Prince will always have a close part of my heart just because it used to come on the evenings after school, and I'd be at my grandmother's house and I'd be cracking up. But I'm what was this, elementary school? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be cracking up, and my grandmother, rest in peace to my grandmother, my great grandmother, she'd come in there, she's like, what's sweet in you? What's so funny? And I'm like, Grandma, come watch it with me. Come watch it. She's like, I can't watch this. I'm going to watch, what was it, Wheel of Fortune? Something else, or the news. And I was just like, just come watch it.
Yeah.
She'd watch it and just laugh at one thing and just leave. I'm just like,
Aw.
all right.
She wasn't about that Fresh Prince
She
life.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Every night. What's sweet in you? It's not that funny. Yes, it is.
That's so cute. And last up that happened this week on May 20th, 2003, one of my favorite shows,
Girl.
America's Next Top Model, premiered on
UPN.
UPN. Before the CW ever existed, it was UPN.
When it was
Yeah.
extra black.
Yes.
But
No, not you. I'm thinking of Channel 11. No, it was it's called My 9 now or something.
yeah, that was UPN.
Yeah, but now I was confusing.
Yeah.
The
The
WB
CW. Yeah.
was the CW. Yeah, and now,
Jesus.
man.
Nah, America's Next Top Model, that's a game changer.
Yes.
Me and my mom used to watch that together, and that's when I thought I wanted to be a
Yeah.
model.
I love all these family moments that you have with TV
I'm
shows.
starting to realize that that's a thing. I'm starting to realize that. Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, because this is when we moved, and that was our thing to watch America's Next Top Model because she loved
Yeah.
Tyra Banks.
Yeah, it's good
And-
bonding time.
Yeah. That was the days. That's how I learned to smize.
Ooh, yes. That's the quality that every woman should have, I
Yes.
think. Yeah.
Because I was not a smiler growing up.
Yeah, I'm still not a smiler.
I try, and
Yeah.
I think I look weird sometimes. I'm
Same.
just like, we're
It
gonna
doesn't-
smize.
It doesn't fit my face. I just try to look seductive. Even that doesn't work.
Mean
but
just works for me. I think
Yeah.
it just goes with
yeah.
how people think I am. Anyways,
Same.
I'm like, let's just
Just
mug.
resting bitch face. That's always
Yeah.
a go-to.
Listen.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we are going to get into the nostalgic news segment, and I don't know what's happening with all these networks, but it's like the battle of the TV musicals. Almost every major network just dropped the bomb. Listen, I'm going to take over with these musicals, and they're all nostalgic, obviously. So the first one is ABC, and they announced yesterday that they're bringing Little Mermaid to life.
That's interesting.
And okay, so I think a few episodes back I said that I didn't like Beauty and the Beast. That was one of my least favorite.
What?
That was one of my least favorite Disney movies. But I forgot about The Little Mermaid, and I actually like The Little Mermaid less than I do Beauty and the Beast.
What?
Hot take alert. Yep.
What's your
I
favorite? Okay,
said
so
it.
what's your favorite then?
The Lion King. The Lion King, then Aladdin.
Okay,
and
I feel you on
Pocahontas.
Aladdin.
Yeah, those are my top 3.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. I was never a fan of Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast when I was younger.
I love Little Mermaid. Actually, Little Mermaid. I know
No.
I said I hated musicals and stuff, but Little Mermaid, I know all the songs. Like,
I mean, okay, the
was my shit.
songs are okay, but Little Mermaid as like Ariel, like she was just so stupid. She's so stupid.
Yeah, I mean, there's also the part of Disney where girls give up their whole life for a man
yeah,
that I
and,
can't
like,
get along
I
with.
don't fuck
But
with
I
that.
loved Little Mermaid. I actually don't know what my least favorite. I might have to look into that. But hot take: I've never seen Sleeping Beauty, ever.
That's not one to see really. I
That's-
feel like that's
yeah.
one of the more boring
I felt like that.
Disney
And I
adaptations.
didn't even have
but-
the cassette. I had every tape. I didn't have that one.
Yeah, you weren't missing out on much. That's actually that's low ranking on my list too. Yeah, I'm just spilling it
Um,
all here today. But yeah, I'm not a fan of Little Mermaid that much. But if you guys are, they're gonna do like a animation live action hybrid. So they're gonna insert clips of the movie while celebrities sing all the classic songs.
What?
Yeah. See, I thought because networks do musicals all the time, but incorporating the actual film, like I don't know how that's gonna
That's
look.
weird. I would assume it would have
Yeah.
been like. Do you watch Once Upon a Time?
No, a lot of my coworkers do. So
I love that show.
yeah.
I'm very like behind, but they have Little Mermaid in there. I thought it would be like that, but
Yeah, I don't know how they plan to do it, but it is going to be premiering on October 3rd of this year. So you guys can look out for that. And next up in the live TV musical world, Fox is bringing A Christmas Story to life, and
as a series.
as like an actual musical. Thing is, like, that's one of my favorite movies of all time, and I feel like how are they going to translate that into a musical? Like, there's not a lot of songs.
Yeah,
So,
it sounds like a force.
I mean, Fox is a force in general, so this is not surprising to me. But yeah, I'm not sure how this is gonna happen.
Not really here.
Yeah.
I mean, A Christmas Story. That's the one with Scrooge and stuff.
No, that's the one with the little kid that has his BB gun, Ralphie, and like he wants to get the gun for Christmas.
Totally
Yeah.
different thing. Yeah, I didn't see this. That's why I don't. I think I saw it.
It's on for Christmas. It runs for like 24 hours
I
on
don't
TBS.
like Christmas movie. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I
Who
can't
are
get
you?
with it. I don't know. Like holidays and stuff was just like not that they weren't a thing. It was just
Yeah.
like, all right, we're gonna do this family thing where we do the gifts and then
This
we're
little
going back to
thing.
life. Like it just wasn't like a super huge thing. Like, let's get around and watch movies and sing Christmas carols. I hate Christmas carols. I like if I have a
Christmas carols are fun.
no, they're so annoying. The only Christmas music I can get with is Soca Parang, which is the Trinidadian
yeah.
stuff.
I could see that.
Yeah. I think
Your West
anything
Indian
else-
is showing so hard.
I
right now.
know, but I can't.
I love it though.
I can't get with. I can't. Like, it's so annoying.
Yeah. But yeah, if you guys are interested in Christmas Story, it was
Yeah.
actually on Broadway a few years ago, but this new musical is going to be airing this December. And Fox is also bringing Rent to life on musical form, and Fox is just doing a lot right now.
Is
Clearly.
Rent not a musical?
It is, but they're like bringing it to the
TV.
small screen. Yeah.
Huh. I've never seen
So,
it either.
That's a very good. It's a good movie and it's a good Broadway show. So I
Remember what I
recommend
said
that.
about musicals?
Yeah. And last up, NBC, another big gun in the industry. They're bringing Jesus Christ Superstar to life. It's going to premiere on what is it going to premiere? Oh, Easter Sunday.
I'm sorry. What is Jesus Christ Superstar?
You ever heard of
Is
it?
that like a Jesus
Okay.
musical too?
It actually is. So I watched this when I was in high school, but it first premiered. There's a lot of laughs in the room right now. If you guys can hear.
No,
So-
because she saw my face when I
Yeah.
said Jesus Christ Superstar. First of all, it
Yeah.
sounds like a musical, but it also sounds like
It's
a gospel
literally-
American Idol.
It's like a disco soul version of the Bible, but it's like low key lit.
What?
Like it's really good. It was first a musical back in the 70s, and then they made a film out of it in 1971. So it's like it's fairly old. So I guess I don't know if they're gonna like make it more modern or not.
I'm
but
learning so much right now.
yeah,
I've
Yeah.
never heard of this. Wow.
yeah. So instead of like Judas playing like the wicked guy of the West. Like, he was kind of like telling Jesus to beware of his disciples and all that. It's very religious.
Oh.
But the actual like music and stuff is like really good because it's very soulful. There's
Mhm.
a lot of like black singers.
So
too,
it's like the Wiz version of the Bible.
yeah, that's actually the
Interesting.
perfect description. So yeah.
I have to ask my mom if she's heard of this. We're also
Yeah, I'm
not
sure
super
she
religious
has,
though.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be like super Christian or whatever to watch it because they don't really like knock you over the head with
Mhm.
like Jesus and stuff. It's just it's like a good
Jesus
story.
Christ Superstar.
Yes,
Never heard
it is
That's
very
so crazy.
flashy because like in the disco era, so it's like
Oh
the
my
get-ups are like
God.
very.
Is Jesus wearing bell bottoms?
Was he wearing? I think one of the disciples were, if I'm not mistaken.
Jesus
But
Christ.
Jesus wasn't. He was like this white guy with like a robe.
Of course he was white.
Yeah, so I want to see if they're actually gonna make it like a person
Okay.
of color. But
I mean, that would have
Yeah.
made sense, but
yeah,
hey.
I know that is an argument for another day. But
Yeah.
If you guys are into Jesus Christ Superstar, that is coming next Easter Sunday. So look out for that. And finally, in the revival news, I feel like I talk about revivals and reboots like literally every single week, and I'm getting kind of tired of it because it's just like, why can't these networks think of something new? But the thing that's coming out now is a Roseanne revival, and I mean, I guess that's a good idea. I don't know, but it's officially been greenlit, and ABC picked it up, and they're going to show it for 8 episodes in early 2018.
But why though? Like,
I don't
why
know.
do this and
But,
just do 8 episodes?
Why Roseanne?
Also,
first place? Like-
why Roseanne? Like, why aren't we doing this for Fresh
Yeah.
Prince?
Hello.
Why not Martin?
Hello. Like, I'm actually, that's a good point. Like, I'm tired of seeing like all these like white families
Yeah.
like on TV. Like, give me a break.
Well, speaking of, I've started watching the Carmichael Show. Don't know if you
Oh,
heard about
I haven't
it.
heard of that.
It's like it's a black family sitcom. It's pretty good. It's corny, funny.
Mm.
I thought I had to sneeze.
I was like, wait for it. Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know, but yeah, the typical white family with like the funny parents. I don't know.
Okay. What channel is it on? Bless you. Yeah.
I don't know. I was watching it on Netflix, so I'm not really sure what channel it's supposed to be on.
Okay, guys. Hashtag Best Today. Let me know if you've heard of the Carmichaels and
Carmichael Show.
The Carmichael Show, and if you're actually interested in watching a Roseanne revival
Please
out of
let us
all
know.
shows. I mean, if you're into it, that's cool. I mean, I judge often, but you know, do you do what you want with all these revivals?
Right.
All right, guys, we are back. And okay, I took a Twitter poll about, I want to say a month ago, where I asked you guys what appreciation episode you want next, because in the past I've done Aaliyah, B2K, Hillary Duff, and Sync, of course. And I did Christina Aguilera as well. That was like the main one. Everyone like voted for that. That was like 70% in the poll. And then the next up was, of course, the Simpson sisters,
Of course.
which we are celebrating their incredible glory today. Well, one of them, but I'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna talk about Jessica Simpson and Ashley Simpson, and I think we could start with Jessica first, because I personally feel like this might be a hot take, but she's like the lesser of the sisters. Yeah. But what do you think? I don't know. I mean,
know.
I've always been more of an Ashley fan than a Jessica fan.
I think I was a Jessica Simpson fan, but I think Ashley, since she was younger, we might have identified with her more.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was always a Jessica Simpson fan though. Like With You is like an anthem.
Okay. See, that's a jam. But okay, let's
Take my breath away.
let's bring it back to like when she first came out. So she came out in 1999. There was like the pop blonde revival. We had the Britneys, the Christinas, the Mandy Moores, and Jessica Simpsons. And I feel like out of all three, I mean, I would say Mandy Moore is probably the weaker out of the three, because I think she was 16. And
Yeah,
like
she was super young.
all the other girls were like 18, 19. And of course, Britney and Christina stuck. But I felt like Jessica was trying to play too much into like the whole like virginal.
Yeah. Isn't she
thing
like,
and,
super Christian or something?
Yeah, like I think if I'm not mistaken,
And
I
Southern.
think her dad was a pastor. So like she was like born in like that southern like
yeah,
Christian
she was
family.
squeaky clean for a long time.
Yeah, and I'm like, Britney and Christina, they're doing more like risque things, and then you have this girl trying to be super sweet and all that. I mean, I get it, but I just feel like she could have done more to make more of an impact with her debut album.
I think I wasn't mad at it because it's like you said, it's like two different things. Like you have Britney and Christina doing the risque stuff.
Yeah.
Jessica still stayed clean, which is more appealing for parents.
That's true.
So like, and she was also still Radio Disney friendly, and I was heavy on Radio Disney. So
Radio Disney had the bops. Let me tell you,
with their remakes of certain songs, like
it was not a game.
I was crazy Radio Disney kid, so they were still playing her, and I still loved it. And like I said, I lived in the suburbs for a little while, so like they played all of it, so I was here for it.
Nice.
So I loved Jessica.
Okay. Do you remember the first time that you saw her like on TV or heard her song on the radio?
Damn, I don't. I remember watching Newlyweds. Like I remember it in different increments.
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting a flashback of the first time. I can't remember what song it was though. What was her first single?
I think it was "I Want to Love You Forever" was the first single, and that's where she had Nick Lachey in the video. They had a lot of like songs together.
They were so cute.
Yeah, they were. They were like the goals back in the day.
Yes.
But yeah.
They were like our white JMB.
But actually though, like they were just so perfect and just so like model-esque and
so funny
and like talented as hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were very cute. And yeah, so she first came out with "I Want to Love You Forever" off the Sweet Kisses album in 1999, which is crazy. Honestly feels like yesterday.
Yeah. Now I'm looking at the list and I Think That I'm in Love With You. I remember seeing that video.
Oh, I think that
and I loved it so much. It just felt good. Like,
yeah, that's a good like summer jam.
Yeah. I knew nothing about love or any of that. I didn't even have crushes. And I was just like, this is such a good song.
Just bopping. And fun fact, Ashley Simpson used to be Jessica's backup dancer. So you could see her in the video like strutting her stuff.
I was just gonna say, I feel like there was a dance break in that video. Was there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
or there was some kind of dancing.
I'm sorry, I'm always so shady on these podcasts, but Jessica, she could not dance, and it was always like awkward to watch her. Like, I'll fast forward a little bit with like the Irresistible era, like when this is what kind of caught me off guard because, like we said, she was more like virginal and more clean cut. But I think with her second album, her record label wanted her to compete with Britney because Britney, that's when she came out with like Slave For You and all that stuff. So they're like, we gotta like compete with what's happening out there. And she came out with Irresistible, and she was wearing like this like super like low cut jeans, like her abs were showing, her boobs were out.
Low cut jeans. Days.
Yeah, it's like you cut off like the buckle part and like it was all that's a throwback.
And then didn't she do? Correct me if I'm wrong. Boots Were Made for Walking is her song.
Yeah, she did that. She did the cover of that for it was weird.
That was because it was like, first of all, the shorts were like non-existent.
It was like,
I feel like she had on
I couldn't
super
see
short
anything.
shorts.
Yeah, and she was so tiny. I think she was doing like the Atkins diet.
Oh my God, those diets back in those
Right?
days. Yes.
Like there was like the South Beach diet and all this nonsense.
Yeah, all of that was happening.
Yeah,
so,
but like she had a lot of weight, and she starred in the Deuce of Hazzard movie, and like I think it was like that either the commercial or the actual video itself got flagged because it was like they thought it was like too scandalous. Yeah, which I mean I could see, but I mean I'm sure like if it was like Christina, like that wouldn't have been such a big deal. I feel like because I feel like Jessica did such a 180 with her style, like it was kind of like throwing people off guard.
Yeah, but that's what happens. It's too much of a shocker, and like the industry can't handle it, and neither can her fans because. I'm sure all the Christians, no shade to the Christians. Yeah. I'm sure all the Christians saw that video and they were like, girl, flag. So they was like, you supposed to rep for us. Yeah. Put that full length dress back on. I don't know. But they weren't here for it.
Leg dress.
Yeah. They weren't here for it. So they had to hate a little bit.
But yeah. But I feel like, I mean, Jessica, of course she's talented. I do think, I mean, I shouldn't be saying this because I'm a huge Christina fan, but she oversang a lot. and she didn't really use her vocals wisely, I would say. And like sometimes like this is like, I'm getting very technical, but she was like breathy in a lot of places. And,
yeah,
like,
she was
over singing like Whitney. I'm like, girl, it is just a regular pop song. Like, calm down.
I liked
give
her
her, like, a
ballads
little
though,
1-2
like
melody.
Take My Breath Away, like the end when she just started wilding out. Like I was just like,
it's
girl,
intense.
sing.
It's intense.
But it is.
Yeah.
It was a lot for pop. It was a lot, but it was just
a
like,
lot, yeah.
dang.
Yeah.
Take his breath. Let him take your breath away. You got a lot of it.
Oh man, Jessica. Yeah, I mean, she was an okay dancer. She's I mean, of course she's gorgeous. I'm trying to think what would be my favorite song from her. I think With You. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
With
was
You
like,
was
I think that's like
definitely-
her signature song.
That song is just so good. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, like once every couple of months, I'll literally go on Apple Music
Yeah,
and play it,
and
or like
listen.
play the video, and I'm just like, this song is so good.
Yeah.
Like,
It is so, it's
Oh
so
my
catchy.
God.
And like, I love the video too, because like, that was like during the whole Newlyweds era. And like, she like kind of made fun of herself, like eating like the chicken
yes,
of the
chicken of the
sea.
sea.
And like doing laundry, and I was like,
Yes,
oh, you guys
she
are
was so
cute.
doofy.
Yeah.
uh,
Is this
And then-
chicken or is this fish?
What
'Cause
else?
It says chicken of the sea, but I don't know.
Jessica.
Nick.
they were so cute.
Classic
I love that
moments.
song. And then, of course, you have I Think I'm in Love with You. I didn't really
Yeah.
care for Irresistible like that.
Honestly, that's one of my favorite songs from her too, because it probably sounds like Britney, which
Yeah,
is why I loved
it does.
it. Yeah.
It does. What else? Take My Breath Away.
Yeah. Did you like her not newer, because they came out like 10 years ago, but like a Public Affair song and like I Belong to Me? Like they were more like, I think in that era she was trying to do more like disco pop. 'Cause I think that's when like the Kylie Minogues were coming out, so
Oh.
she was trying like to do more dancey stuff.
Nah, I liked Ballad Jessica.
Yeah, I think that's where her talent shines the most.
Yeah, I wish she would have. If she could have rocked a little longer, like just
Yeah.
make 5 more With Yous, or just like
It would be perfect.
sing it over and over.
That is all we asked from you.
Honestly,
Yeah, I think she put out like another album after Public Affair that came out 2006, and the next one came out 2008, I want to say, but it was like straight up country. So, but like
Yikes.
it didn't like stick.
of course
Like,
not.
dude,
Because
she's-
you're not a country
Yeah,
artist.
it was like every album she was like trying to do something new, and like it didn't
Yeah.
work out.
And then at the
but
same time, she was tapping into fashion and stuff.
Yeah.
with the shoes and.
I have a lot of Jessica
stuff.
Simpson shoes in my closet. Let
Yeah?
me tell you. Yeah,
I think I had one pair, or like my mom did, and I
Yeah.
wore them before, or something like
Yeah,
that. But
actually,
she was doing
yeah,
that. And
the
it was
shoes
doing
I
good.
went to I went to prom with. The shoes that I wore, they were Jessica Simpson shoes. So yeah, if you follow me on Facebook, you will see that photo. But yeah, I mean, I think of course, she created her own empire with the fashion and beauty industry. But I mean, I think it would be nice for her to make a comeback with music.
It'd be cool. She just has. She'd have to get with the right people. Like
Yeah.
she'd have to go back to like R&B ish, popish.
Oh,
type
I think so
stuff.
too. Yeah.
So,
It can't be too like sticky sweet pop.
Yeah, just go find like Justin Bieber or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or Justin.
Yeah, yeah,
Timberlake.
go down like the Justin Timberlake route.
Yeah.
Like find you a Timbaland, like
Yep.
make it work. Make it
Yeah.
happen.
Who were her people before? Like
I
there was no
Trying
one
to
like
think. There-
black.
don't think it was
prominent in
anyone
black?
actually like major. I'm looking at Wikipedia right now. Yeah, there weren't like any big
See, girl, that's why you would stick around.
yeah, I'm looking like the producers. Well, she worked with Ronnie Jerkins on
Mm.
her second album. But yeah, like there wasn't like any like major names. Like, of course her counterparts were working with Britney was working with Pharrell,
Exactly.
the Neptunes at that time, but Jessica wasn't like up to that level yet.
See, they all found their
So.
token black people.
Yeah.
That's why eventually Christina fell off too. You stopped fucking with black people.
Yep. There you go. And then we're seeing it now with, Miley and Katie. So
Yep.
what goes around comes around.
Yep. Nope.
Yep.
Katie gotta go. Katie is canceled.
Oh, she's been canceled for
Katie
years.
is canceled.
Years,
Miley,
yeah.
no, bye.
Yeah.
But-
I mean, the only thing that Miley has going for her, this is like side note, but like
Mhm.
I love talking about this stuff. Like Miley, she's talented as hell. Like she's a great songwriter. She could sing her ass off, but her mouth,
She can, yes.
her mouth, man. She
She likes gimmicks too
says
much.
the wrong things.
And
like,
ironically, her gimmicks are her downfall, and
Yeah.
that's also what started her. Like the whole Hannah Montana
exactly
switching
yeah.
off, like that gimmick, like blew her up, and now it's like bad for her.
Yeah, and then after
Like, you
that,
have to
she
grow
went with
up.
the whole Michael made it, like trying to be,
Yeah.
urban with like the grills and stuff. And of course, that was like horrible appropriation. And then after that, she did the whole she worked with Flaming Lips and did like a whole like disco folk era. So I was like, girl, like what are you trying to like? What is your artistic identity? And now she's trying to be Lana Del Rey with her Malibu song. I'm like,
God. The last song I liked from her that I heard randomly was Baby Talk.
Oh yeah, that
Baby
came out
Talk
like
is fire.
I want to say 2-3 years ago. But yeah, that's a dope song.
I don't even know how I heard it, and I was like, this is so cute.
Yeah,
like, it's really vulnerable. Like, I really like the song. The best thing she has going for her right now is that her man is fine.
Yeah,
he's like top 10.
What's funny?
He's top 5
I
white
spoke
boys.
to yes, Liam is gorgeous, but I was speaking to one of my coworkers, and I was like, I bet you the only reason that he took her back was because he was like, listen, get rid of the grills, get rid of Michael Maida, drop it, because if you're not doing that shit, I'm not gonna take you back. You're not getting this ring.
And
so.
she thought she was doing her shit. She was like, I don't need you. I don't need no man. I'm gonna go ahead and try with these black people.
She crawled right back. She wiped her face off. She dyed her hair.
Do what you got. If you gotta go get your man, girl, go do what you gotta do.
By all means.
Apparently he knew best, because that shit was not working.
Yeah. But yeah, Katie, on the other hand, I don't fuck with her. Nah. You guys follow me on Twitter, you know why. Like, she appropriates every single culture. She is not real. She's fake as fuck. So I don't like her.
It's bad because I was with it up until what song? Roar. I hated that song.
God, that
song
is
it's so bad. Who told her? Like, it's just horrible. So bad. And I feel like she is so good at like making like that one anthemish song here and there. And like, I loved Dark Horse.
Dark Horse is like the only song that I like from her.
I love Teenage Dream. I was a Teenage Dream fan. Whatever other song she came out with around that time. But after Roar, I was like, you're done.
Yeah.
Because you tried it. You tried. And then all the other like her saying the N-word. The other
she's just a headache, man. Yeah, because like I was on Katie's side at first with the whole Taylor Swift bad blood thing. I was like, you know, Taylor's a snake. Like, I get why people are like on Katie's side, but then after, like, she just like proved herself that she's just a flake in the industry. So
I can't.
Yeah, I'm not here for a lot of these white girls right now
at all. Like, I'm just not with the. I think at first so there was that video a couple weeks ago of her like saying the joke about Obama.
Yeah,
which was weird. I don't know what part of that was supposed to be a joke. And
it was
then
not funny at all.
The N-word thing surfaced, and that's like the last straw for me. I was like, Roar was terrible, but now
you're just.
I just don't understand why white women, because it's not so much the guys at this point. Why can't white women just not say it?
I have no idea.
Like, some things you just can't do. Why can't? Or it's not even can't. You just don't do it. Why do you have to do it? I don't understand.
Yeah, because I mean, they have people around them that make it seem like it's okay. You know,
right? And it's funny because while I was working the other day, and there was a black guy who I did when I was doing Word on the Street.
Yeah.
And he had a white guy with him, but the guy looked Spanish or something. So I didn't ask him that at first, but we were talking about like Logic and him saying the N-word and how people feel about that. And he was just like, oh, well, if you have people around, or if, you know, they grew up in the ghetto, they should be able to say it. And I was like, so say you're out at a bar and you overhear a white person saying the N-word.
Yeah.
You don't know where he came from.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, but I can tell by how he speaks. And I'm like, no, you can't.
No, you can't.
I was like, you can't tell where I'm from by how I speak.
Yeah.
I live in the hood. I grew up there.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't sound like it. And then come to find out.
Stupid.
Afterward, he lets the guy that was with him, the guy is completely white, and he lets him say it. And I was just like, please get these people away from me.
No. See, that's just like bad juju. Like, I don't want that type of vibes around me. No.
Because I almost reacted, and I was like, I'm working. Let me not.
Let me not.
Let's not.
Well, speaking of white girls who I actually like, Miss Ashley Simpson.
I loved Ashley Simpson.
Oh, I like go way back with Ashley. Like, I know her or something. But I think the reason why I connect with Ashley more, like you were saying, I think we all grew up around the same time, because like she is only she's not 30 yet. I want to say like 27, 20, no, not 27, 30. Is she in her 30s? Hold on.
I don't know.
Let me go on Wikipedia. She is. She's 32.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm 20.
But in those age, it was easier to look younger, and like everyone was looking younger. Like a bunch of actresses and singers were portraying a younger image.
Why do I think she was like 28 or something? But she looks
portraying
good for
a younger
age.
image. Yeah. Like Raven, when Raven did That's So Raven, she was like 19.
Which is crazy.
Or 20.
Yeah.
But yeah. I loved Ashley. Like Pieces of Me,
Same. Oh
banger.
my god. Yeah, the first time I mean, of course, I watched the Ashley Simpson show. Like, who didn't?
Mm-hmm.
That was a bomb show, and I feel like that's how we were all introduced to Ashley.
Yeah.
I mean, I think she first got her foot in the door with Hollywood. Of course, she was Jessica Simpson's backup dancer, but she was also on Seventh Heaven for a few seasons.
She was.
Yeah, the blonde Ashley.
Blonde
And
Ashley.
then,
That was definitely a Seventh Heaven fan.
Yeah. Yeah, and then she had her Ashley Simpson show for 2 years, 2004, 2005, and that kind of like, you know, shone the spotlight on her, you know, kind of gave her more shine because I feel like of course she was on The Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
That was a reference. She's on The Shadow of Jessica, and like I'm glad that she didn't go like the pop route so directly, like she kind of formed her own lane.
Yeah, she did.
Yes, I think that's why I connected her with so much. And I think Autobiography, that album as a whole resonated with me because that was the way that she was angsty back then. I was the same way.
Yes, I think that's why it worked so good with us because we were all in that. We were all in that.
Don't tell me what to do.
Like,
we
were
was
like
2004
13-ish.
Yeah, I think I was 12.
Yeah, we were nearing teenage years.
12, 13, yeah.
We were nearing teenage years, so like we were here for the rebellion music.
Exactly. Yeah, and I mean, if you guys know, I had a super emo phase, and like that was a time where I was just like, you can't tell me what to do. I listened to my parents.
Yep. And
like, you know, the black like spikes, the jeans, everything.
You did
it
that?
Was a lot. I wish I had pictures because I feel like it'll be so funny. Like, I love to make fun of myself. I think it'll be funny to like post.
That's hilarious.
But I can't find any pictures.
See,
of
I
me
was
like
the
that.
opposite kid in junior high.
Were you
I
like
was,
a prep?
Yes.
Really? I can't
It's
see you. Like,
exactly.
were you wearing like Hollister and like Abercrombie? You had like the polos,
short skirts,
oh my God.
loafers. Like I was that girl, and it's funny because it's total. That's not my image now.
Yeah.
But like I used to make my own clothes. So I used to make skirts. I used to like. I was a super prep. Button ups, polos.
Yeah.
Like I was on the track team. I was in band. Like.
Isn't it crazy, like, looking back, like, what we used to do?
Yes,
like,
I was total opposite.
Man.
I was super prep. I was very popular. And like I said, I kept saying, but I lived upstate. So, like, very few black kids, but the black kids did not like me. I was that I'm not black enough for the black kids apparel.
Got it. Yeah.
I had the weird
like
curly hair. I didn't know what was going on with my hair myself. Yeah. Like, but yes, I was that girl. So I used to see the emo kids and be like, ugh. Emo kids.
Yeah, we rolled our eyes at you guys too. We were not feeling y'all.
The world comes back full circle, doesn't it?
It does. But yeah, like that era, like I was just going through my emo phase, like no one understands me, and like Autobiography, that was kind of like an outlet to be like, oh, this girl is going through the same thing. Like I could relate to her music, like because it's funny because you know now Ashley, she's of course she's married and she's more like Hollywood style, like very primed and proper. Back then she was wearing like Vans and Chucks and
but see that was the thing with me growing up too, like even though I was a prep, and I guess that's how I am now too, I can identify with every kind of music. So I loved like Ashley, Avril, Green Day, like the dark music that was around, but then I still liked like Fall Out Boy, like the happier shit. So I had like a good balance, but I loved them all.
Yes, it was a good time. It was a good time, man. Yes. And do you remember like the first time that you heard Ashley Simpson?
I definitely heard Pieces of Me, La La too, but Pieces of Me.
I remember watching making the video of that song.
Yes, and that's when we had like, was TRL still around?
Yeah.
TRL so then it was
like
TRL.
In its final years. Yeah,
it was one of those shows like that showed videos, and I was like, oh my God, this is so good.
Yeah,
and like. All the white kids loved it anyway, so I had to hear it all the time.
You had to get on
but I had like my token white friends who I used to hang out with at their house, and like we jump around when the song comes on. Like
that's so funny.
Yeah, but that's how it stuck with me, and I think it also played on Radio Disney. So
yeah, Radio Disney is just shout out to y'all because y'all really put us on some great tunes.
I remember I really thought like they were like they had a show that was supposed to be like in a basement. I thought they were really in a basement, like. All of that.
Oh man, but yeah, that was like her rebellious phase. She dyed her hair black and all that on the show and stuff. And then the year later, 2005, she re-dyed her hair blonde, and she put out "I Am Me" with the classic song "Boyfriend." And legend has it, she was either talking about Lindsay Lohan or Nicole Richie. One of them was dating Valderrama. You know, he gets around in Hollywood, and
It was Lindsay Lohan, yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
it was Lindsay Lohan.
I remember
Okay.
that too.
She was always in some mess back in the
Always.
day. Yeah.
That's when she got rid of her boobs. Is that when she got
Oh.
rid of her boobs?
What? No. No. That was. I think that was 2005. So I think she still had them.
I don't know. She's so
Yeah.
crazy for
Yeah.
getting rid of those. She's wow.
But yeah, Ashley wrote that song. He's like, "Listen, girl, I'm not trying to take your man,"
Mm.
you know. And then of course that song became
A
like
jam.
a Billboard chart topper. So I mean, she was doing something right with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
and,
then she had LOLOLOLOVE.
and
Oh my god.
do you know the Missy Elliott remix?
No.
It is fire.
What? I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, I'll play it for you after this. But yeah, she had those songs. Actually, I think I loved "I Am Me" more than Autobiography. I think that's like her best album out of the three.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's certified platinum. You know,
Yeah.
took over Billboard Hot 100. So
Sheesh.
yeah, it did very, very well for her. And then in 2008, she put out "Bittersweet World," and that was more kind of like the eclectic Ashley. Like she dyed her hair again. It was like a reddish blonde.
I liked the hair, but like the music at the time was
It was strange.
Yeah.
Like she worked with like a lot of random people.
Out of My Head was weird.
Out of My Head was weird. Little Miss Obsessive was okay. That was like any standard song. She worked with Chad Hugo on the album for Boys, but the song that's one of my favorites. She worked with Timbaland a lot on this album, and she like executive produced it, I believe. And my favorite song on the album is Murder, because like it's a very like Timbaland in 2008 kind of vibe, like very like clunky, like weird and melodic vibe. So that's
Those
one of
were
my
good
favorite
days.
Ashley Simpson songs.
Good days.
Yeah,
I just
So-
always thought she was cool because of how she spelled her name.
yeah.
Ashley with 2 E's.
Yeah.
Fire.
Like who else do you know who has 2 E's in their name?
No one.
And okay, so she was supposed to be making a comeback. She released that song like Bat for at Heart in 2012. She was like, "Oh my God, Ashley's coming back!" Like I was like holding on to my seat. I was like, "Yes, girl, we are here."
I think I remember
for
the rumors
it.
of that.
Yeah.
I remember that too.
But like that was 5 years ago. Nothing happened, and then last fall, she gave an interview with Us Weekly saying that her and her husband Evan Ross, they're working on music together.
First of all, can I just say that that's a random ass couple?
Listen, how did they meet?
I
I want to know. I
know.
wish I was there to see this.
It's also
interaction.
really creepy because when he stands next to her, he looks even more white.
right. Like
It's
his
like at first I didn't
like,
recognize
his
him.
melanin kind of like lowers.
I think
like,
she drained him of his melanin.
Yeah. Like the melanin vampire.
It's not. It's weird
Yeah.
because I didn't know it was him in their first photos I saw of them.
Yeah.
And I was like, Evan Ross, that sounds familiar.
Yep.
And I was like, Aunt.
He looks very different. I'm gonna actually look that up, like how they first met, because like, I mean, I know Hollywood's weird, but it's just like, how did those specific people get together? I don't know. But yeah, they
That's
have a
strange.
child together, and they're working on new music. And she says that it's soulful, fun, and reflective of the music that we both like. So I want to know if it's gonna have like more R&B in it, more soul. So
That's interesting.
I mean, is she gonna work with her mother-in-law Diana? We don't
I
know.
don't think Diana fucking with her.
We'll see. But yeah,
That sounds interesting. That's
yeah,
that's like not relationship goals, but like if you're an artist, I feel like that should be your like relationship goals. Like
Yeah.
you work with your partner
for
and
sure. Like how like B&J work all the time.
yeah, like you
just-
combine
yeah.
your genres and come up with something, and I think that's cool.
Yeah, I totally agree. But yeah, I mean, this is like the second time that she promised a comeback. So Ashley, if you do not like release something this year, I'm gonna find you and like talk about what's happening, because I can't wait any longer for new Ashley Simpson music. I've been waiting for 5 years. Like, girl, what's the deal? So yeah, guys, #Besterday. Let me know if you're also excited for Ashley Simpson comeback, and let me know like what were your favorite songs too. That would be fun. But yeah, do you think like either Jessica or Ashley had like any like impact on the music industry? Because you know, of course, Britney, Christina, I'm always referring to them, but of course they had more longevity. But do you think those girls in particular
Yeah,
made any impact?
I mean, I think just the fact that we can talk about them in 2017,
Yeah.
and that people wanted this episode, I think that shows their impact.
Yeah. Shout out to the listeners. It's all for
Obviously
you.
not as big as Britney and Christina, but
Yeah.
there is a place for them.
Yeah.
Just because we can sit here and talk about like the timeless songs that Jessica has, and
Yeah.
then even like a random guy today tweeted pieces of me. Like,
Yeah.
so there are people who still appreciate, you know, what they've done and who they are. I, for one, like I said, I listen to With You like once a month.
Nothing
Like,
wrong with that.
sometimes you're just happy and you're just in that mood. And
Yeah.
like, I think I was really happy and giddy. And like, I think I was dating someone. I was like, oh, I just
Yeah.
feel
You
like,
just feel
I just
all the
feel like
love.
with you.
feel
Like,
the love.
so yeah, I just had to play it and like dance
Yeah.
around the house, like really strange. But
Oh man.
nah, I definitely appreciate them. And I know I've talked about my family and stuff already, but me and my mom both like Jessica, and we used to watch the show, and like that was
that
a
is
thing
so
for us
adorable.
too. So yeah, I appreciate
Cool.
you,
Yeah,
Jessica.
I think it was I think that moment in time for music was just so special, and like
Yeah.
I'm glad that they were part of that too, to kind of make their mark.
I think-
And yeah, I do hope that they make a comeback, because I feel like right now what's going on in music, like I feel like all the old people just need to come back and just show them how it's done.
Show them how it's
Yeah.
done. Show them what longevity looks
Yeah,
like.
man.
And I think it was always also good for them too, because they were two siblings who were totally different.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, that's really dope too. Cause didn't Britney Spears' sister tried to do it too?
yeah, Jamie Lynn.
Jamie
yeah,
Lynn,
she
and
had
it's
her
just-
own
yeah.
show on Nickelodeon,
Yeah.
and which I watched,
I
and
think it's dope to have siblings,
Yeah.
you know, doing.
yeah, because like
different
y'all have each
things.
other's back.
But once you're like, you both are in music and like in the same industry, but you can hold your own, I think that's really dope.
Yeah, I totally
So,
agree.
I don't think she can do like a residency like Britney's doing in Vegas.
No.
But I do think they can do like a tour or something together.
yeah, oh, for sure, like a comeback tour.
Yeah, I think that'd be cute.
Yeah, I mean, if TLC could come back, anyone could come back. I think so. But yeah,
We'll see. Somebody call them.
we shall see. Now it is time for the song of the week. My favorite segment, as you all know, where both co-hosts, we surprise each other with one throwback song. Be whatever that is, whatever your energy is going through right now, just like spill it onto me. And I always let my guests go first. So, what do you have for me this week?
So my throwback song, I was actually listening to it on the train,
Yeah.
is "Feel It Boy" by Beanie Man
Oh my god!
and
Janet.
Janet. Yes.
Oh my god!
First of all, I
Yeah.
just like Beanie Man and the Neptunes is like, why didn't they do more music together?
I wish
don't
they
understand.
did like even like an EP or mixtape, something. Yeah.
Honestly, and I also don't think Beanie Man has gotten his respect
Oh,
that
I
he-
don't think
that
so
he
either.
deserves. But no, so that's my pick.
Nice.
It's like you hear it and it's just like you feel summer.
Yeah. Very summery. And you ready for mine?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
All right. So mine is actually not a boy band this time, because I usually pick like NSYNC all the time, because I'm an NSYNC stan,
Feel
and it
you.
shows. Yeah,
I
it's
feel
kind
that.
of kind of embarrassing, but I actually chose it's not a girl group either. It's like a diverse array of people, and it is S Club 7.
What?
And the song is "Never Had a Dream Come True."
I love that
Yes,
Club 7.
it is beautiful. Like
Oh
I
my
remember
God.
watching it on like MTV, and they were like walking through like the snowstorm, and it was like very romantic, and like try to get their girl back, and I was like, yes, I feel the emotion. I feel it. But yeah,
Club
that's
7
my
was
song of
good.
the week. It's a very vulnerable, emotional, romantic song, and yeah, I was listening to it today. I'm like, yeah, that is the perfect song to talk about.
That's a good one.
Throwback
That's a good
song of
one
the
for
week.
sure.
Yeah, guys, let me know what was your throwback song of the week. Then we'll talk about it on the coming episodes. And yeah, that is a wrap.
It's a wrap.
That's it.
This was fun.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on. It's a
Thank
lot
you
of
for
fun.
having
I'm glad
me.
to find someone who like gets me with the Ashley and Jessica Simpson love.
Yes.
There's not many of us, so I'm
There-
glad that
there
you were
aren't.
here to talk about it.
Yes. I'm
Yeah.
glad like this was our topic. I think this was great.
Yeah. And yeah, you're always welcome to come back on. So
Oh, don't tempt me because I'll
yeah.
be back.
Yeah, guys. So, of course, follow myself, Bianca Naroga, on Twitter, and let them know your Twitter handle again.
You can follow me, Shanae Curry, on all social media, ShenaeCurry.
There you go. And hashtag Best of Day on Twitter and Instagram, and also rate us on iTunes. And I will see you guys next week with a very fun episode. And it's not going to be about pop. So think very hard about what I'm going to talk about. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.